Oh, we watched a terrible movie last night.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes we just really like watching terrible movies. So we watched Jupiter Ascending. It sucked. It sucked really hard.
We like sci-fi movies, and unfortunately,
sometimes they're gonna be a little bit sucky.
Well, and unfortunately, there's not much new ones that come out. They're like horror movies now, where it's like, or like
you gotta go in the back catalog now.
Yeah.
Eddie Redmayne overacted so much in this movie.
I'm gonna see this Eddie Redmayne screaming a lot. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, he talks kind of like Ray Fiennes.
I'm Eddie Redmayne and Jupiter Ascending. You're the reincarnation of my mother, because I'd like to marry you.
No, that's Titus.
My mother. Like, he talks like he's been smoking for like 40 years.
He talks like he's like impersonating Ray Fiennes as Voldemort.
I'm in a corona. Here it comes.
I create life.
I create life. He does sound like Ray Fiennes. I hope they show the one. Fuck, bro.
There's so much overacting.
My lord, is that advisable without the abdication?
Jesus Christ. Jupiter Ascending.
Yeah,
it's a bad movie.
It sucked.
It's bad pacing.
It was real bad.
I mean, the concept is basically she is supposed to be the reincarnation of a person that owns Earth.
I don't think she even has any like familial ties. Like I don't even think like her dad was like, you know, the offspring of like an alien. She just happens to be like the complete reincarnation of their mother.
Yeah.
And like genetic reincarnation too.
Yeah, it's also rare that the mother died because Eddie Redmayne, he the son of
her,
and they raise human beings on planets
so that they can harvest the planet so they can stay young.
So they can stay young.
Channing Tatum,
my name was Jeff. He just like finds her and he goes, "Oh, you thought you're the only planet? you thought you're the only planet with life on it?"
Squad
Actors who scare you. Mine is you're from
Javier Bardem?
From what's it called? No Country for Old Men. Oh yeah, he was Jaws?
Oh yeah, that he had like the diamond jaw or whatever. Like if we're gonna talk about like actors that I wouldn't want to meet on the street because they might actually be legitimately terrifying, or they play roles that like are terrifying roles, because those are two very different things. Because like I would be terrified to run into Gary Busey on the streets.
Oh yeah. Gary Busey.
Would not want to run into Gary Busey on the streets. If I were to run into Javier Bardem, I would definitely ask him for an autograph and a picture.
Absolutely. I don't think I would necessarily know it was him, because I can kind of think of a couple people that I might think was him. Gary Busey's scary as shit.
Gary Busey's
honestly,
so freaking scary.
I think I would be scared to see Mel Gibson.
Yeah. Oh yes, him too.
It would just be really hard for me not to say something.
He might
I think
say
he's
some
gonna
like
kill
weird
me.
anti-Semitic shit, and it's like
You should see him now.
Oh.
He's like taking whatever The Rock is taking now.
HGH?
Yeah, everyone used to like Mel Gibson until it came out that he was crazy racist.
Yeah, a huge anti-Semite.
Yeah, like right after Passion of the Christ.
Yeah.
Then he started to get really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually Gary in his prime.
That is Gary in his fucking prime.
This is actual Gary. Oh, actually, yeah. No, I'm scared already.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that picture is almost too high res. Ugh.
He looks.
Ugh.
We need to look up some like a movie scene, like a great clips of Gary Busey.
That's emotional.
Okay.
What the fuck, Gary Busey?
Right. Remember that part.
I'm gonna show you something. All right. Come up here. Stand right here.
Oh.
Okay.
See, the thing is this probably isn't the scene. Is the scary part? But he's probably just supposed to pretend to be talking to him.
Hey, I'm filling up a snake hole.
Is he just taking a piss on camera?
Yeah.
His head came out.
Great.
He likes it.
What is that?
What the?
Stand up and face me.
Okay.
Put your knife up.
What do you
Use your knife to defend yourself. Come on.
I don't know how to use
The funny thing.
See, I would not want him to run into Gary
That's
Busey.
normally what I would do.
I do agree with you though. I am now personally afraid of Gary Busey.
Come on.
This is 12 years ago, and he's gotten even crazier. And I think we proved why Gary Busey would be horrifying to run into on the street. Jason! A peach! You're one of them. No, 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 no.
I just want to take your glasses off.
I think you need to practice more.
Got them. I won. I won! Yay! I won!
Alone. Alone is our favorite show.
It's so good.
It is basically they take like 10 people and they find an area. Actually, most of the time it's been in Canada.
It's either in Canada, it's been once in Patagonia.
It's been on the East Coast, the West Coast, because, you know, the islands of British Columbia have so much forest. We got like tons of bears and wolves and dangerous things. And they take these 10 people, they scout an area that's desolate of people or humanity, and they pick spots based on, is this one close to fresh water? Okay, well then maybe food is far away.
Yeah.
Is this one have close to food sources? Okay, well maybe fresh water is far away. And so nobody gets an optimal thing. Someone gets a lot of sun, someone gets a lot of wind, you know, and nothing's perfect. They just drop them off and say, here's a satellite phone, film all this shit, and we'll see you like once I think they check on them once
a week. Well, yeah, they go in once a week, but I know every morning they basically have to like contact saying they're not dead.
Yeah, they have a bag full of stuff. Like they can bring something like 20 items, you know, so that's everything. Tarp, rope,
and bow and arrow,
knives, saws, you name it. They can only bring 7 arrows. We're really excited because it's actually being filmed in Saskatchewan. I've been in the relative closer than you guys. Closer than you guys. Where they are is
up there,
this lake. Reindeer Lake is where it's being filmed.
And they're all on those little islands.
Yeah, so like I said, what they do is they just drop them off by boat,
and helicopter.
Yeah, they drop them off on these little islands, and they make rafts to go fishing. They hunt and burn their cabins down. And...
So far, our favorite man is a guy named Lee from Alaska.
Yes. Here is the trailer for the season that we were watching.
There's a bear right over there.
The most intense survival series.
I have to say, the thing that I found really, really funny is in this season, there's a man from Georgia. And in the first episode, he's like complaining about how cold it is. And I'm like, dude, it's still like,
yeah,
it's like, it would still be fall. Like, it'd probably be like about 20 degrees Celsius when they're out. And I'm like, you're gonna get so much fucking colder.
Saying like, basically, he can turn off all emotion.
Yeah.
He doesn't, like, if he gets hungry, he can turn it off. If he misses his family, he just turn it off. Well, by the end of the second episode, he is literally crying because his...
Well, his feet were also gross.
Oh yeah, and he's fucking sleeping in wet boots. His feet look like trench boot.
Yeah, one thing I learned for sure in all of the history classes I sat in was trench foot. And you should always have a pair of dry, clean socks.
Always.
Always.
Or you get the clamps.
Fucking trench foot.
You get trench foot clamps. Keep it together. Which one was trying to smoke fish and ended up burning everything down? They just stood there and watched it happen.
The fact that was given is the population of black bears in Saskatchewan is 43,000. That's what was said.
Alone. New season coming
That's
soon.
it?
On the History
That's a
Channel.
really shitty trailer. How disappointing.
Meet the cast. Alan Tenta.
I kind of like this guy.
Now let's see what we got here.
I teared up a little bit when he was talking because of him and the owl.
Oh yes, he is a 52-year-old high school teacher from British Columbia. He lives down in the Columbia Valley with his wife, Lisa, and 2 children. As a local high school teacher, we're not going to read the whole synopsis, but he has a really nice moment where he has a very strange encounter with an owl.
Yeah.
Almost so that you would expect the owl to be skittish, but it actually isn't. And he has, it ties back to when he lost his father and how owls were a symbol.
Yeah.
Anne Rosenquist, an off-grid organic farmer in Wisconsin. Some try to forage and do low effort survival. Some try to build log cabins without securing any food.
A lot of men do the starvation game.
Yeah, one guy, the winner last year, Juan Pablo drank 355 milliliters, a standard size Coca-Cola, of olive oil every day
in preparation,
so he would gain like 60 pounds. There's one guy in this show already from Wyoming. He's hunted everything you could hunt on this planet because it makes your pee-pee bigger. And so he's got no problem. He's gonna get some game, he's gonna cook some meats, and he goes wandering through the forest and loses his quiver.
Yeah.
Full of his 7 arrows.
And he gets so fucking angry. He's like, like losing his shit. Like, dude, like you dropped it somewhere.
So much.
An animal is not going to move it. Literally retrace your steps and you will find it. He hasn't found it yet.
It would have been about this big, right?
Yeah.
Like,
easily
but
this
7
big.
of these.
Yeah, like attached to each other.
Obviously not as useful as a grabber tool.
He obviously wasn't using his goddamn eyes when he was looking.
He goes all the way back to his campsite without finding it. And he almost so much so it almost seems like he could give up. And the only other people that usually give up from losing something is the ones that lose their flint steel for starting fires. Because most of the time they've been out in British Columbia where it's all wet all the time. So you can't bring, and you also wouldn't bring a lighter, right? Because it's finite. Yeah. Actually, I don't even know if you could. You probably could. The one thing that bothers me is if you can only bring 7 arrows and the chances of you killing big game is very slim. Why wouldn't you bring like some surgical hose to build your own slingshot?
You're not going to run out of ammo with rocks.
You know how many birds, like most of them don't always shoot at something they see because they have 7 arrows.
Yeah.
And if you Leroy Jenkins an arrow 400 yards into the woods, you'll never get it back.
Like, yeah, you're not going to get a bear with a slingshot.
You would be able to kill a rabbit with a slingshot.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And all of them,
and
I apologize, audio. I apologize. Cover your ears. Audio earmuffs. Audio earmuffs now. A lot of them survive the winters by eating rabbits.
They're big jackrabbits.
And its legs are like this long, like when it stretches out. It's crazy. Anne actually came out guns blazing.
I like her.
She was, she had an idea. She set up her shelter. Mm-hmm. She was ready to start hunting, she was ready.
Oh, this is the dude that lost his fucking...
Cade Cole. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's a hunting guy. He's a self-made mountain man.
The next man kind of reminded me of Jason.
Jason! Yes, this guy is from Barrie, Ontario.
I like this guy.
Yeah, he was very just kind of down to earth, normal.
Just a regular Canadian man.
I'm a regular Canadian man.
I lost my teeth getting hit in the mouth with a puck.
Yeah, that's one of his things. He's like, took a hockey puck in the teeth here. And that's like a sign of being Canadian. I'm missing a tooth because it got busted in half from a puck. This Jody Rose.
She seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
She's building herself a log cabin.
She's building a whole fucking log cabin. Lincoln log, like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. The only problem is when they do that, they expend so much energy at the start that you can see by like the third day, they basically are wishing they would have caught a fish.
Yeah.
To kind of, or like they would have collected berries the day before.
Well, no, she's been eating lots of blueberries.
That's true. She's
been eating blueberries and I think reindeer moss. And she said straight up, like she has, because she had been immobilized due to an accident prior to going out there. So she's 70 pounds heavier than she normally is. So she straight up said, like, I have lots of weight.
Yeah, she was bedridden, right?
Yeah, she was bedridden for an extended period of time because she got kicked off, like, farm equipment or something.
Or a horse.
Yeah.
Something. It tore the musculature in her leg. And she was bedridden, and, I mean, she's building a goddamn log cabin.
So she was basically like, I'll just have a few days of eating salad while I get my house ready. It would be basically like, a crash diet for a few days. I have 70 pounds I need to lose. This is my favorite dude so far. Lee.
Yeah, so far, this guy is our
He's the
favorite.
titty skitties.
Grew up.
He's awesome.
He grew up. His parents had like 12 children in the woods. Like, literally, like, you think of, like, I don't know, settler times. Like, build a log cabin in the woods. This is my land now type stuff. And so he's like, I just thought this was normal. I know how to do all this stuff.
Yeah.
He's just very normal guy. Made a trout line right off the start. Made a fishing rod right off the start. Just
a little raft.
He'll probably do good. This guy is from Idaho.
Oh yeah, he's a glass artist.
I remember him being in the episode, but I can't really remember anything specific other than shorter hair would be better for bugs and cleanliness. Oh, I guess they're dreads.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I guess he's forgettable.
She's fine.
She was
a model.
She grew up a model in France?
No, London.
London, yeah.
Yeah, she was like a fashion model.
And now she's
and then after like having her children, she's like, I want to do more for me. Yeah, that's like being a wilderness lady.
Yeah, she's like, I had more time to myself, so I started building fires in the backyard.
Yeah,
like,
and I'm like, good for you, lady. Yeah. I love this.
And now she has like a living,
traditional,
school,
living history school.
Yeah, living history school. Oh yeah, and they do reenactments or something.
I mean, they all do.
Yeah, it was quite interesting.
Oh yeah, this is the Georgia Peach.
Yeah, this gentleman...
He can't stand, like, what will actually be the only nice weather he will be getting in Saskatchewan.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna do well.
No, I don't think he's gonna do well at all.
He's hurting. This guy is currently who I believe will go home first.
Yeah.
Because of how much... Did he actually eat anything, though? He's having terrible stomach issues.
Oh yeah, he tried to kind of like puke, didn't he?
This guy, I don't know.
I'm confused by this man.
He's the one who lit his smoker on fire.
I think, yeah, he was, wasn't he?
He was just like standing there, just like this. Yeah, that'll do well, smoking my fish. And he just literally watches the fire climb up the thing and burn. Hey, Nate, do you like our...